Chance we ever see you again, Dustin, or?
I don't know, man. It would have to be. Damn,
let's go, baby, let's go! We want it, let's go!
It would have to be the perfect, like a reason for me to do it.
One off at the White House.
Yup. I 100% guarantee you guys, if you are Dustin the Diamond Poirier fans, if you are UFC fans, I am guaranteeing you right now that Dustin will be coming out of retirement and possibly fighting at the UFC White House card that takes place next year, my friends. Why do I say that? And not only him, but also Jorge Masvidal. Just in case you guys missed it, you know, right before the UFC 322 weigh-ins that went down today with Islam Makhachev and JDM. By the way, how exciting was that? You had a UFC Q&A with 4 fighters, 1 fighter currently fighting in the welterweight division of the UFC, arguably one of the greatest welterweights to ever fight inside an octagon, Kamaru Usman. You had also Dustin the Diamond Poirier, former UFC interim lightweight world champion, a legend in the UFC. These guys fought over 32 times in MMA in the UFC octagon, and also Joanna Jedrzejczyk, and also gamebred Jorge Masvidal, my friends. Now, why do I say Dustin the Diamond Poirier is going to come out of retirement? Listen to this.
And you recently retired. Is these the same type of emotions you expect to go through or have gone through since retirement?
I'm still trying to, I mean, it's a few months ago, I'm still trying to figure it out, you know, navigate this. But like I said earlier, man, the days are long. I'm just trying to keep my mind busy.
Chance we ever see you again, Dustin, or?
I don't know, man. It would have to be. Damn,
let's go, baby, let's go! We want it, let's go!
He says that the days are long and that he's just trying to keep his mind busy, my friends. I don't think Dustin Poirier expected retirement to be this boring for him. Just look at the smile as the crowd and as that guy gets excited, you know, seeing Dustin Poirier say that it's very possible that, you know, maybe I will come back, but it's got to be for the right money. The crowd goes crazy, and you see Dustin Poirier's face light up. I'm telling you guys, Dustin the Diamond Poirier is a fighter. And if they offer him a fight at the UFC White House, if for some reason he keeps on staying retired and it's just not for him, he's talking about how the days are long for him, I have a feeling, and we've seen fighters come out of retirement before because, you know, things just get tough. Sometimes fighters don't really know when to retire, when it's the right time. But I honestly got a feeling Dustin the Diamond Poirier, we will be seeing him at least one more time in the octagon. It just feels like one of those type of things that has to happen for the UFC fans and also for him. All right, my friends, you bring Dustin Poirier right now, there's still guys in the lightweight division that he can beat right now, all right? Even though the division is absolutely stacked. Now,
my boy, I haven't been talking to UFC. They're a little mad at me for some other shit. But I talked to somebody else, though. I can't say that name, but I talked to somebody else that, you know, he goes a lot to the White House, so let's see what happens.
Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. If you guys don't remember this guy from his old school YouTube backyard fights, that's how back this guy goes, man. If you really don't know Jorge Masvidal, this guy used to fight on the YouTube street fights with these guys, no gloves, literally hitting each other, getting into absolute brawls on the streets of Miami, my friends. And the dude has built a career off of this, came into the UFC, he's fought over 20 times in the UFC, I think 22 times to be exact, was one of the biggest, highest selling stars at one time, my friends. And still, even if he comes back, is an absolute star. He talks about how he's trying to work things out with the UFC right now so he can make a return. Yes. I think he's also trying to get on that White House card. I don't know what they're going to do. Every single big star wants to get on this card. They're going to have to pay out a lot of money, my friends, because there's absolutely huge stars everywhere. But I got a feeling we're going to be seeing Jorge Gamebred Masvidal and Dustin the Diamond Poirier in the next year make a return to the UFC octagon. All right, now, one last thing that I want to talk about. the hot topic right now that a lot of people are saying, who is Islam Makhachev or JDM, the winners, gonna face next? Islam Makhachev says that if he wins this fight, they made it clear that they want to fight against Kamaru Usman, right? They want to have a, you know, a lot of people consider Kamaru Usman one of the greatest welterweights to ever live. The argument is there with GSP, but some people say Kamaru Usman is that. Islam Makhachev wants to beat somebody like that to be able to add that to his resume. I completely understand why they're chasing this guy to fight. Now, during these Q&A questions, they asked Kamaru Usman, do you think you could beat the winners out of these fighters? And he says, yes, my people.
In June, everyone was saying, do I think I could handle a Joaquin Buckley? I mean, it is what it is. I know what I've built, the lion I've built inside me over these years, and I think I can beat anybody as long as I'm still doing it. So if given the opportunity after this weekend, I think we're going to hear a new.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you.
Supreme confidence from Kamaru Usman. And I'll tell you what, you guys, I would love to see it. I know, he had that little tough run with Leon Edwards, had the tough fight with Khamzat Chimaev where he came in short notice, almost beat him, okay? But since then, came in, shut down Buckley, has been looking amazing, all right? Now, time might be running out for him. That would be an absolutely fantastic fight if Islam Makhachev does win this Saturday, you guys. That is going to be the route that I believe the UFC takes next, my friends. It's just a super fight in the making, even though if a lot of people don't like Kamaru Usman, it is what it is, all right? Joanna talked about possibly coming out of retirement and saying that if she does come out of retirement, she wants to start from the bottom and work her way back up again. Absolute dog stuff from her. You guys already know. One of the most deadliest, scariest, just dog woman to ever be in the sport of the UFC, my friends. Now, I thought this was all breaking news. I thought I'd share it to you guys just in case you guys didn't see. Hopefully it all comes to fruition. But I can't wait for these fights tomorrow, my friends. Go ahead and check out the channel. Don't forget to hit a like, subscribe, and I'm